Hey guys, it's Jen from beautyriotx. So today I have a what did I just say? Today I'm trying a foundation for the first time, and it's kind of a high-end foundation, but I happened to find it on sale, which I'm pretty excited about. Apparently you can only find it on its website and at Ulta. So this is the Smith & Colt Veiled Thread Weightless Micro Blurring Foundation. So I don't hear much about this brand, like, at all. I don't hear much about any other product they've put out. So I was hesitant to try this because when it first actually showed on Ulta's website like a few months ago or whenever it came out, I did automatically, I put it in my favorites, but it was a $42 foundation. I'm like, that's a little steep for a brand I've never even heard of or heard anything about. So I just left it in my favorites and went about my business. I've just been waiting and waiting. Well, now that I'm on my oh my low buy, which entails me only buying things that I'm really excited about, I got extremely excited when I went online and saw that this was like half off. So I was like, yes, this is my sign. So I went on to get it. It just so happened I had a 20% off coupon. It worked. I had Ulta points saved up. So I literally ended up paying like $15 for it. So I was like, fucking sold. So I'll tell you why I was intrigued immediately by this foundation. It contains aloe vera gel and chlorophyll. Anything that has chlorophyll in it, I'm automatically intrigued by. Chlorophyll and turmeric. They're ingredients that I take as like vitamin supplements. They're great for your body. So I thought that's just intriguing that they're putting it in makeup now. So aloe helps to hydrate and improve skin's texture. Chlorophyll brightens and smooths. And this also contains microsphere powders to ensure friction-free application and addictive silky texture. It's a vegan and gluten-free formula. The benefits of this are soft focusing blurring, radiant finish, weightless hydration, up to 12-hour wear. It's cruelty-free, paraben-free, and phthalate-free. I don't know if I didn't say that right. There's 42 shades. That's pretty good. 3 undertones, neutral, cool, and warm. I'm very intrigued and interested to try this, and I'm thrilled that I got it when I did because Ulta is a good place to buy it, to like take risks on, because you can always return it if you hate it. So whereas I could have bought it for the full price, I'm glad I didn't have to. So here's the product. I got the shade 160 neutral. It looks a little light, but we're just going to make it work. So let's do this. I have my beauty blender, or my Wet n Wild makeup sponge here to apply. I just used like a light moisturizer because I want to see how this performs. So I just used a light moisturizer as my base. I did my normal skincare routine, so there's nothing like different that I'm using. And we're just gonna go right into this because I've taken enough of your time up already. Okay, and there's 1.11 fluid ounces in here. So this definitely does like a little bit light, but again, whatever. And I don't really smell anything, so that's kind of nice. One thing I was kind of bummed about was that I couldn't find like many color swatches for the foundation, so this just seemed like a safe bet. I figured it was going to be a little bit light, but with lighter foundations, you know, you can always darken them up, so I just figured I didn't want to deal with something too deep. This isn't too bad though. I mean, if it oxidizes a little bit, it might actually be kind of perfect. As it's like settling onto my skin, it doesn't look bad at all, actually. And sorry, I haven't even zoomed you in. I'll zoom you in for the final part of it, actually. Now, one of the reasons that I actually did bite the bullet finally is because I just used up the last of my Beauty Blender foundation, which is like one of my favorite foundations in the world. So this was kind of like my reward for finishing that up. So right off the bat, this is actually sitting pretty nice. And the more that I'm looking at it, the more it actually, the shade looks okay. Like I said, it might be a little bit light, but I mean, nothing that I can't work with. Like, I mean, it might be a half a shade lighter than I would have normally picked out for myself. I'd say it's like a medium coverage. It did cover a little bit of my blemish I have here and the one over here. You can still see a little bit of it, but definitely not like, you can't completely just see the redness. It did cover the redness a little bit. So I definitely think this is probably something you can absolutely build up with one more layer. If I put one more layer on, I could probably completely get rid of that. In fact, let me just do that. No, I didn't completely get rid of it. All right, so maybe this is just a good medium foundation. And I guess the finish is, it did say like a matte finish. I do see a little bit of luminance to it, but this is definitely something I feel like right off the bat that you could put an illuminating or a hydrating primer on underneath, and it could absolutely work and kind of warm you up a little bit. And I will do the thing where I wear it throughout the day and I'll update you in the box, in the comments below on how it wore and like my final thoughts. But you know what, let me put on my concealer real quick while I have you guys here, and then I'll finish the rest of my makeup off camera. So I was actually I was really thinking about ordering the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette, like the big one, but I decided against it. I definitely don't need it, and whereas it probably would have made a good, interesting video, I wasn't like head over heels in love with it, to be completely honest. It looked like a really pretty palette, and one that I probably would have used, but I'm pretty sure I have every single one of those shades times 10 in my collection already, so it definitely wasn't something that I needed. But if you guys ordered the new Jawbreaker palette, I definitely want to know what you guys think of it. It looks beautiful, but it just wasn't on my oh my low buy list. Although I did end up trying the ColourPop glitters, the pressed glitters. Nothing to do with this video, but I needed to share it with you guys. Speaking of my oh my low buy, I've been doing really good with that actually, like so good. I've been very frugal with any kind of like spending on makeup and stuff. Well, I treated myself like a week ago to 2 of the pressed glitters from ColourPop, and they're the best pressed glitters I've ever tried. They go on and stay on just like you hope they would. I've thrown out so many pressed glitters that I bought from like Makeup Revolution. The ones from Pure fucking sucked that we got in the palette. Like, I don't know who it was it from BoxyCharm recently? Yeah. These blew my mind. It's what I'm wearing this one on my lids right now. Well, I got these like earlier in the week and they're amazing. I want all of them. And I actually just ordered, they have a palette of 12 of them from ColourPop. You get an empty palette and 12 of these pressed glitters for $20. That's insane. They're normally $5 each and they're like the normal size. Anyway, that has nothing to do with anything. I'll be right back. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup off camera and we'll come back and talk about this and I will let you know how everything is sitting. Right now, I'm going to say, this looks beautiful. If I didn't have my these 3 stupid pimples right here, I would love the way this looks. I'm okay with a medium coverage foundation. Normally, I don't need anything too heavy. This looks really nice. It feels really nice. So far, I'm very pleased. I'll be right back. Besides maybe using a more hydrating primer, I don't have any issues with this so far. I'm actually wanting to see how well it's going to wear throughout the day. It's summer now, so I mean, that actually might work in my favor that it's not super dewy or hydrating because you tend to be hotter during the summer, at least I do, and I produce more oils in my face, so maybe that'll help my makeup stay better during these hotter months since this is like a more mattifying foundation. So you know what, let's put on our highlight while we're here. And I'm using Wet n Wild Moon Tears. Oh my god, it's just the best loose highlighter. So yeah, if you were interested in trying this, I would go for it now because it's on sale. But I mean, I'll zoom you in too so you can kind of have a more like, I think it looks really nice. Again, like it matched my skin tone really well in the end. I didn't have to warm it up too much. If I get a little tanner, I mean, I probably will have to warm it up, but I'm like a 50 SPF person, so that chance of that happening won't be very high. But yeah, I'm pretty happy so far. Make sure to check the comments to see my updated thoughts for my wear test at the end of the day. If you haven't watched anything from me before, unfortunately, I don't do check-ins. I have kids. I have a rowdy kind of house, so video check-ins are not always possible for me, but I always try to do written check-ins, updates, in my comment section. So make sure to check that so you know how it worked for me throughout the day, and I will definitely bring it up again in another video, so if you miss Anyway, I'm not making sense anymore. Again, I tried 160 Neutral. I got this from Ulta. This isn't sponsored. They don't know who I am, but they're more than welcome to give me a shout out if they want to. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you let me know if you've tried this before or heard of it or have tried anything from this brand. Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.